Hello and welcome to episode 8 of Fermented Thoughts. We'll be taking a little bit of alcohol and bringing a lot of conversation. And today we're doing more R&B talk, more R&B reviews, and artists that prior to finding him, I had no idea who he was, never heard of him, but I'm actually happy he did because this project is actually kind of nice. Talk about Odeal-Lustropolis project. I feel like I fucked that name up, but we're gonna go with it. Today's beverage of choice is gonna be XXL wine. I like this wine. I know it went viral on TikTok. And some people don't like it, it's a little too strong for them, but I actually don't mind. I have the Blackberry flavor. This is my first time trying and actually fuck with it. It's empty because I already got my shit poured up. But if you have your beverage with me, if you're of age, of course, let's drink up and talk about this Odeal.
If you forgot, I'll remind you. Guess you don't understand what you did. All the cards in my chest, I laid them flat on you.
Now, the way I found this guy was through R&B's Only Their YouTube channel. It's a great channel. If you're into R&B, I would highly suggest subscribing to them on YouTube. They have good performances, good dialogue. And the main thing I really fuck with them is every Friday, on their community tab, they drop new Friday R&B releases. So that's how I'm able to find a bunch of R&B that I might not otherwise come across. And I saw this guy Odeal because I'm always on the look for new R&B. I saw he had a project. I was like, who is this guy? Let me do a little bit of digging. I saw he had a song with Summer Walker that is featured on this project. And I saw this project in itself was only 7 tracks, 21 minutes. So I figured, you know what the hell, a project that short, I have nothing to lose from listening to it. And my overall impression with this project, Lustropolis, and him himself, is that it's a vibe. This project I actually do fuck with. I definitely didn't regret listening to it at all, and it makes me kind of want to dig deeper into his catalog to see what I might have missed previously to this work. Now, talking about the project itself, the first thing from a new listener that I caught from this project was his voice really sounds like Brent Faiyaz. But it's not necessarily a bad way if you're able to kind of separate the two people. His voice, he is still talented. His voice sounds crisp. None of the vocals sound like, yo, this guy don't need to be a singer. Nothing of that sort. But just the voice in itself, it definitely sounds like a Brent Faiyaz. Now, where the differences come from me, at least, on this project is the lyrics. This project is really on some heartbroken shit where we know Brent is more of that toxic shit. We all, Brent. Fuck on the floor like I don't give a fuck about her. I got too many hoes. That's the Brent Faiyaz that people really fuck with. This one is a lot more heartbroken, kind of, it's not sad music, but it's more intimate, heartbroken music. It really kind of reminds me of a male version of Keanu Leday's album Cut Ties, which I also did review. Check that out. All the tracks kind of give that kind of vibe. With Modern Day Suicide, you can kind of see this really good. We was talking about pulling me back in like the ocean tide, kind of that yin and yang of a relationship. Continues on with You're Stuck. Basically throughout this whole project, I'm not going to spend too much time talking about each individual song. Lustropolis, I would think, plus I would think it would be more sensual, kind of sexual, and some of those songs, they get that vibe, like the production, the smoothness of them, you can kind of play them in that type of context, but the lyrics themselves, I don't really feel like match that. But that's not necessarily a negative, it's just more what I observed. I really do like the production for the most part. I think it also matches the vibe that goes along with the lyrics, with this heartbroken kind of we need to go our separate ways type of shit. Only song or two that maybe I felt like was a little off for me personally was maybe Temptress and Showbiz. But Showbiz constantly, every time I hear that, it grows on me. He's a London R&B artist, and I don't really know too much about the London R&B scene besides like, Cleo Soul, LMA. But Odeal himself, after doing some research, he spent a lot of time in a couple of other countries. He grew up some time in Nigeria, spent some time in Spain, and London in UK. So I do like that his music is influenced by where he's from, with the Nigerian, the Afro beats and stuff. I was thrown off by songs like Temptress. I really didn't care for him, but knowing that it kind of comes from his roots, I really can find a new appreciation for it. And like I said, Showbiz is the other kind of bouncy Afrobeat song. And when I first heard Showbiz, when it starts off that real smooth, I thought it was gonna be like a more of a slower tempoed song. Then them drums kicking, I was like, yo, what is this? But like I said, that song grows on me more and more every time I hear it, and I'm able to kind of find my way listening to it and enjoy it more than I did than the first time. And not to mention, he does produce a lot of his own music, which is another positive I have to give to him. Not only are you able to write your own music, you're singing great, and you're doing some great production on it as well. I'll post a screenshot with the exact number of tracks he did, but overall, like I said, I do think production is nice, and I like that he uses homegrown influences on this project. I always like when artists kind of put themselves not only in words but production as well on the track. I think that's really dope. Of course, the production for me highlighted is Haven't Been the Same. I'm a fucking sucker for the saxophone. Like I said, the saxophone is my favorite instrument to listen to, especially in R&B. I'm just a sucker for it. The way that saxophone comes in, I Haven't Been the Same. It really is fucking fire. Even though I actually do think the saxophone at times was a little bit louder than it needed to be. He maybe could have lowered the volume a little bit just so we could hear more of his voice and his words, because I think his lyrics kind of penetrated more through the song. The saxophone volume would just tone down a little bit, but that's not the biggest negative in the world. It's not like it's the whole song. It's just, you know, portions there. It doesn't really take away. It's just something I kind of observed. I thought the album ended great with Blame You. I think that's another song that kind of fits that whole theme of the heartbroken shit, and that's another song that I'm going to come back to. I didn't mention the Summer Walker song, but they both did their excellent part on there. That song actually has a video. I'm assuming that's going to be the lead single of this project. I think that's one that hopefully can break through with the Summer Walker feature to more audiences, get some more eyes on Odeal. So overall, like I said at the beginning, I fuck with this project. It didn't blow me away or nothing. It didn't have me gushing at the ears, but I definitely do fuck with it. No song on here that just makes me just ugh, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's 7 tracks, 21 minutes. I can play this front to back and not skip anything. I think this is a good introduction EP. From my perspective, this is a person that hasn't heard of him or heard any project of him before. And from this project, I definitely do want to dig back more into his previous work to see what more he has to offer, especially with that Nigerian, that UK kind of synergy. He's definitely an artist that going forward, it will be on my radar. I'll definitely be checking out stuff to see, you know, if he's going on tour. Music world is tough sometimes for a new artist to break out and then catch somebody's ear. And shout out to him for doing that. This project is super digestible. Like I keep repeating, it's 7 tracks, 21 minutes. You can put this on a short ride to the store while you're washing dishes and you'll be done. I'm pretty sure you'll find something to peel back from this project. Notice actually he's signed to Alex Vaughn's label, Love Renaissance Records, and Alex Vaughn is one of my favorite R&B artists right now. She actually just dropped a single, Hit a Wall. So I fuck with Alex Vaughn heavy, so maybe we can get us some type of collaboration in the future. Overall, that's gonna wrap it up for episode 8 of Fermented Thoughts. Let me know what you guys and girls think of this project. Have you heard of Odeal? Are you a fan? What's your favorite project from him? Let me know. Let's have a conversation. As always, stay hydrated, drink responsibly. You see, I've drunk more than responsibly here. But stay hydrated, stay moisturized, drink responsibly. I'm out.